Lee, late equaliser for Amelia Hazard to snatch a point. Just give me your thoughts on the game.
I thought it was a very even game throughout. I think Charlton were the better side probably for the first half an hour, and then we grew into the game towards the end of the second half. But we were quite poor first half, and Charlton were dominating. But I think we come into the game second half, and then we had a lot more going forward, a lot more possession. Neither teams, tested the keeper. I don't remember Sarah making any big saves, and neither their keeper. So I think overall, even though they've gone down to 10 players, and it's given us a bit of impetus. They're a solid side. They're hard to break down, as were we when we were playing with 10 players against them before. So draw's probably a fair result for me, same as it was the other day.
It's almost a carbon copy of the Continental Cup game a few weeks ago. Is it just two sides who cancelled each other out in the end?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's two very organised sides, two sides that are very hard to break down with some good players, some good individuals. It comes down to a couple of referee decisions today. A couple that they probably feel have gone the wrong way for them, a couple we feel have gone the wrong way for us. So, that's how tight the game was that we're talking about, referee decisions, which is going to take it one way or the other. A set piece from them to score, and a bundle and a bit of hard work from us. So, yeah, it was a good, solid game of Championship football.
After a disappointing defeat on Wednesday night, it was important that we bounced back, and do you feel like we did that this afternoon?
Yeah, massively. I mean, look, the players are dead on their feet. We've said about, midweek Conti games are just absolutely, horrendous for the players for the travel. We went all the way to Durham, which is a real tough game. Everyone has to do it, and then we go into Brighton here, and we've got lots of injuries. The bench wasn't where we wanted to be. We had an injury in the warm-up. We had far too many in black coats there. That's what I said, stood around. We've got 7-8 players out, and the players that are playing have put in a big shift this week. So putting that all into context, the week the players have had, I'm really pleased, because there's 3 or 4 players that are late fitness tests today that have gone through 90 minutes and have played well. So when you roll that into where we're at, I'm pleased. And if we can get everyone back and we get everyone going, get away from these midweek fixtures, it's going to help everyone. Charlton, I'm sure, are the same. They had a tough midweek fixtures. I'm sure there's players out there that are carrying knocks for both sides.
You must be pleased to go into next week not having to worry about a midweek fixture, so the full focus can be on league action as we welcome Aston Villa down to the Hive.
Yeah, and it's just full focus on getting everybody fit. Just as the players, they've got to recover, they've got to rest, they've got to eat well, they've just got to get themselves so prepared. And we need players back. We need more options from the bench. We had some good players on the bench today, but the defenders, I've had to throw Matilda on, as a forward to try to, and she's done well, to be fair to her, but, because she's the only forward we got on the bench because, of injuries. So, yeah, it's all about rest, recover, and getting ready for another tough game against Villa. But we had one today. Charlton won't be where they are in the league. They'll continue to push on, and hopefully so will we.
And just lastly, today almost sums up the kind of character you've instilled in this side with never say die attitude. They go 1-0 down for 88 minutes. It could have been very easy just to drop our heads and see the game out, but your players almost were straight back into their positions and ready to go and get that equaliser.
Yeah, definitely. And we said to Amelia to go up front for the last bit as well. We pushed her on, and she did that. And it might sound something simple, but sometimes when you tell a player an instruction, she's been playing midfield the whole game, go up front and actually be up front and be in the 6-yard box at that key moment shows the quality of her, as far as from a tired mental point of view, just getting up there and making sure she's in the area we wanted to. So great character from the players. So it was good.